Okay, good evening, everybody. My name is Stacy. I am the director for Southern Scent Squad United, and I want to welcome you all tonight for the second training for what do we call them? Scent Squad session number 2. All right, so I just want to welcome you guys and thank you for joining. If you are watching the replay, I just ask that you please comment replay. That way I know that you've seen it, okay? If you're watching live, you can pop in, say hey, and maybe say where you're from. That would be great. All right, let's get started tonight with just a few shout outs. If most of you guys know, the fall incentive is about to come to an end. It'll end January the 31st. And we do have 4 people who have actually earned the level 1 incentive. So that's really exciting. That means if they choose to, they have earned registration to Scentsy Family Reunion in Utah in June. So level 1 earners are Paige Robertson, Margie Broom, Amanda Wilder, and myself. So it's really exciting. I know that these ladies have really worked hard and busted their butts in their business this year because it's not an easy thing to do. So even earning level 1 is pretty awesome. So congratulations to you guys. It does end on January 31st, so there's still time if you're close. You know, if you know that you can push these last few days, I totally encourage you to do it. Also, I just want to touch on a few things before we get into the meat of tonight's training. Bring Back My Bar is this month also, and those bars will be available through January 31st. I brought all my flyers to my party, so I don't have any with me, but those are going to be available through January 31st. This is the perfect time to talk Scentsy Club up. If you have some customers who have some favorites, definitely push them to get Scentsy Club and put these bars in their Scentsy Club, and they can get them forever and ever. So great time for Scentsy Club members. All right, January is also transition month, okay? There are only 10 days before the new catalog launches. Like that's unbelievable to me. We only have 10 days left in this fall catalog. The Scentsy offered transition kits for consultants to buy early that had catalogs, testers, stickers, product guide, and product brochures. Unfortunately, those are sold out, the whole kit that you can buy just as one. Now, all of the other individual products are still available for you to buy in the consultant store. I want to be honest, if you have not gotten your supplies for spring and summer, you're behind. Okay, the catalog launches in 10 days, and if you don't have your stuff, your testers and catalogs are really a must. Like, your customers are going to want to see what's out there, and then we're going to smell what's out there. So if you've not gotten those, I encourage you, if you can possibly, get the catalogs and testers. You don't want to be left empty-handed whenever February 1 rolls around and your customers say, hey, do you got that new scent that I saw released, and you don't have anything. So get prepared. You got 10 days, okay? All right, now tonight's training, and when I was going through and making my notes, I was thinking about how do I want to approach this. My question for you guys, my underlying question for tonight's training is, are you getting what you want out of your Scentsy business? Okay. And I want you to think about that. Are you getting what you want? Because this is your business. This is not my business. This is not your sponsor's business. This is not your director, your superstar director's business. This is your business. So you need to evaluate, and myself included, are you getting what you truly want out of your business? Okay. If you can answer yes to that question, congratulations. Keep doing you and keep doing what you're doing. Because if you are exactly where you want to be, I do not want to encourage you to change. Okay. If you're happy with where you're at, and you're happy with your progress and your paychecks and your customer base, I don't want you to change. Okay. But if your answer is no, okay, if you're like, no, I'm not happy, this is not all I want. Where I'm at right now is not all I want more. Then I want you to ask yourself why. Why? Okay. Are you not happy? Is this not something that maybe you got into it and you think, okay, no, this is not for me? Okay, maybe it's just not for you because it's not for everybody. We know that. Are you not making enough money? Okay, did you get in it and think, well, I thought by now I'd be making, X amount each month, or I thought by now I'd have so much PRV, coming in every month. Are you having a hard time finding new customers? Are you, do you have your little handful that you can count on each month or every couple of months, and you're not getting any new customers? So if you're not where you're at, I want you to think about why. Why is it not where why are you not where you're at? Okay. Think about the things that you're doing. Think about the things that you're doing in your business. Do you use our products? Like, do you clean your kitchen with our counter cleaners? Do you use laundry products? Do you use the wax? Are you using the products that we make so that you can share them with your customers? Do you have recruiting conversations? And I'm going to be totally transparent. Recruiting is my weakness. That's the one place that feel like I'm not getting everything I need out of our business. But then I take a step back and I say, okay, well, what am I doing? Am I mentioning joining to other people? Am I, reaching out to people that have had interest before and mention it to them again? I'm not. That's one of those things that's on my list of what I need to work on, because I'm not comfortable doing that. Okay, so that's my number one. If you're not having those recruiting conversations, what can you do to make that better? Okay. Do you talk to your customers, your regular customers, about Scentsy Club? If you have people that order month after month after month, are you telling them about Scentsy Club? I just got the lights turned off on me. It's okay. And the other thing I want to ask you, are you proud? Are you proud of what you do? At the end of the day, or the end of the week, or the end of the month, or the 10th of every month, when that paycheck comes in, are you proud? Like when you look at that and you're like, okay, I killed it this month and this is what I have to show for it. I'm so proud of myself. I worked, I did all the things, and this is what I got. Are you proud? Okay, or when you get it, are you disappointed and you think, this is it. This is all I got this month. But then ask yourself, did you put in what you needed to get more out of this month or that month? Okay. So those are my questions. Do you use our products? Do you have those conversations with your customers? And are you meeting new people? That was part of the thing I wanted to say too. Sometimes we have to get out of our comfort zone, and open up conversations with people. And I'm not saying word vomit on people you meet in the line at the grocery store. Hey, my name is Stacy and I sell Scentsy. That's not going to build a customer. It's not going to build a relationship. But like, branch out and talk to other people, mention what you do, ask other people what they do, and it just leads to conversations where you can somehow fit Scentsy in there. So those are my questions for you. All right, now what I do want to tell you is the people who are producing, when I say top producers, the people that I look up to, that I watch trainings from, that they're not keeping it a secret. Okay. And I'll throw some names out there. And if you want to go, you can go to YouTube and Google them. They're telling you all the tips and tricks that they have. They're not, it's, not under lock and key, because believe it or not, everybody wants everybody successful in this business. Okay. Everybody wants you to grow and be the best that you can be. If you're interested, Stacy Behringer, Google her, go to her YouTube. She has trainings on everything, and she's real. She's not going to lead you astray. Jennifer Anderson, These people they're rolling in, 10,000 plus paychecks a month. So whatever they're doing, it's working. Chloe Cox, Ray, I cannot think of Ray's last name right now, but those are some girls who they give it to you straight. The trainings that I've watched from them, like they're talking to their team, and I mean, it's an OBS thing. Like they'll straight call you out. Don't complain if you're not making money, but you're not doing this. So those are some people that I would totally recommend, checking in with them as far as what trainings they have out there. YouTube has a wealth of information, because y'all, I'm not top dog in this. I promise. I'm learning just like you guys are. When I'm cooking, I'm usually watching a training. If I'm doing dishes, I'm watching a training. So I'm still learning on how to get my business to where I want it to be. But those are some people you might want to check out. Learn, take notes, do what they do. Okay. The only thing is, if you try it and it doesn't work, guess what? It didn't work. It's not the end of the world, because everything's not for everybody, but it's not going to hurt to try, especially if you're looking for something to switch your business up. I want you guys to know, I'm the director of Southern Scent Squad United. There are several team leaders under me. So like whoever you signed up under, that's your team leader, but like we're all one big group right now. And I'm here for anybody. I'm there to answer questions. I will, if I don't know the answer, I will guide you to wherever you need to be. But there are very few people that come to me with questions about their business, like how to do this better. Like, if the questions usually come as in, where can I find this on the workstation? Like, there are very few times that people will come to me with questions on, how can I start having recruiting conversations, or, what do you do for customer mail? Like, very few times do I get questions in regard of boosting business. A lot of times it's just basic questions, and I'm here for that. I'm here to answer those. But if I don't know what you need help with in your business, I can't give it to you. Does that make sense? Like, if you're struggling with recruiting, message me. I'll help you as best I can. If you're struggling with getting PRV, message me and we can talk about what you're doing now and what you could do different. Okay. Like I said, I'm here for you, and I know that your leaders and your sponsors are here for you. And if they don't know, they can come to me. So you got a family of people out there that are ready to help you. Let's see. Find what works. Okay. I can tell you, I've been in Scentsy 6 years, just about 6 years. Yeah. And I tried and failed and tried and failed. And I have tried this system and I have tried that system. And I have tried things that other people have suggested that did not work with me, did not work for me. Try it. Make sure it's something that makes you happy. Just for instance, like follow-up systems. I am old school, I guess. Like, I'm a paper pencil. When someone has orders, I write it down. I put a check mark when I send them their happy mail. Like, I'm just a paper pencil person. That's just how I am. Other people are more technology advanced, and they can use a digital tracking system like Amy. I tried it. I downloaded it. Did not work for me. So I abandoned it. And that's okay. It's okay. Find what works for you. Find what makes you happy. Because Scentsy should be something that makes you happy to do. It should not be a chore, and you should not on the daily say, oh, I got to go make samples, or oh, I got to go post. I got to go do something with my Scentsy business. This is some of the best times I have, is when I'm doing things that involve Scentsy, because I know that I know what my goal is. I'm working toward it, and I'm building. And if I don't do these things, those goals are not going to be reached. Thank you. Some things that you can do, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not friends with everybody on Facebook. I wish that I was. And I know that social media is not the end all be all. That's where we're at in the world. As far as direct selling type businesses, so social media probably needs to be a little bit of your business. I'm just saying. But I intentionally went back last week, like, to people that I am friends with on Facebook. And if we're not friends, please friend me. Please friend me, because I'm totally okay with you seeing what I post and borrowing what I post. I don't have a problem with that. Like, I went back and intentionally looked at people's pages to see, okay, if I was just a random stranger and someone said, oh, so-and-so sells Scentsy, and I went to their page, would I have a clue that they sold Scentsy? And there were several people, y'all, that I couldn't see a Scentsy post for like months back. And that just kind of makes me think, what are you doing to put in there? And I know that some people have VIP groups, and they do all their posting in VIP groups. Totally up to you. I have a VIP. Hey, Amy, I have a VIP group and I post there, but I also share with my regular news feed, because I never know when I'm going to, get a new customer. So go live, share yourself using the products. If you do a load of laundry and you use Scentsy washer whiffs, share it. I mean, hey, and you don't have to share your face. Some people are uncomfortable with that, and I get it. It took me a long time to be able to share my face, and now people are like, okay, we've had enough of your face. But that's what people like to see. They don't want to see day after day after day of a cute little flyer from such and such flyer group. Okay, there's only so far you can go with those. People want to see real life. Like, they want to see how these products are affecting your life. Like, how are they making your life better? Share that with them, and I guarantee you're going to see a change in your interaction. When people see that things work, then they're going to want a little piece of that. So try and get away from straight just flyers if you use flyers all the time. Okay, next part, I find that people sometimes struggle with, and why they, I guess, maybe fall out of love with their business, is because they don't have a good system. Let me back that up. Systems. Okay. As a Scentsy consultant, you need a system for how you run your daily business. Okay. You need to know, this is what I'm going to do this day of the week. Okay. And I have a 9 to 5. I'm a school teacher. So, I cannot do Scentsy all day. So I've got to put little pieces of time in my evening and devote it to Scentsy. I also have a family. So, just like everybody else, I'm juggling all the things too. But for your business to function, you can't just come once a week and say, all right, here we go, 10 minutes of Scentsy and I'm done. Like, you need to just little things every day. Find you a system that works for that. You need a system for customer service. You need a system for customer service. And I cannot say this enough, y'all. That's when I saw my business really change, when I started truly appreciating my customers. Okay. If I got an order, I would say, oh, thank you. Or, in a group, thank you for your order. When I started really showing my customers how much they meant to me, I saw a change. And it doesn't have to be much. You would be surprised at how a handwritten note can totally change someone's day. Okay, something simple as, dear Sally, thank you so much for your order. It totally made my day. I hope this, brightens your day. It's such a big difference maker. And I saw my business take a complete turn when I started doing my customer mail outs. Don't do more than you can budget, and don't do more than you can be consistent with. Okay. If you are going to do it once and then never do it again, I'd rather you not even do it. Okay. Find something that works and that you can be consistent with, because your customers are they're going to look forward to it. And if you're just kind of a hit and miss, then they may find somebody else that is a little more consistent. So find something that you can be consistent with. Besides needing a daily system, a customer service system, if you have a team, which means you have someone who signed up under you, then you need a plan for how you're going to work with them. Okay. Because in all technicality, when you recruit somebody, then you become a leader. Okay. Now, of course, your sponsors a part of that team, their sponsor, me, the director, we're all part of that system. But when you recruit someone, they're yours. Okay. So when they have a question or they need guidance, that's part of your description as a leader to guide them. Okay. Doesn't mean you're going to have all the answers, but you should be there for them as their sponsor, as their leader. Just a little side note, if leadership is not your bag, if you do not want to be a leader, you're fine with recruiting, but people want to sign up and you say, okay, if you don't want to be a leader and do what it truly, truly takes to be a leader, help these people, guide these people, support these people, Scentsy does offer the opportunity for you to opt out. Okay. If you see that leadership is not your jam and you're not here for that, you can contact Scentsy and say, hey, I'm a consultant. I want to be a consultant. I do not want to be in a leadership role. They can honor that. So that's just a little side note there for you, because I know some people they're in it not to grow a big business, not to grow a big team. They're just in it to get their stuff at discounted prices. And hey, I get it. I get it. That's what I thought I was going to do too. And then I found the leadership part, and I found the joy in being the leader in the leadership part, and then it went from there. So that is always an option if you think that the leadership part's not for you. And recruiting, you need to have a plan for recruiting. And I told you guys, we probably could have a whole totally different training on recruiting, because it's something I'm still learning on how to do, because I'm not a pushy person. So, when someone tells me no, or hey, not right now, maybe another time, like, I'm good and I'm not going to bother you for a long time. But seeds planted, trees don't grow immediately. We know that, right? So the main thing on recruiting is plant the seeds. Plant the seeds. Have those conversations. If you see someone on your Facebook timeline say, hey, lost my job, struggling, need some prayers. Now, I'm not saying, by no means am I saying get in their inbox and be like, oh, girl, I got the perfect thing for you. Come join Scentsy. Reach out, build a relationship, find places where you can drop just those little seeds. Okay. And then when people see, that's where the sharing Scentsy comes back in. When people see you being successful, when people see you being happy and thriving in your business, then they'll be like, oh, maybe there is something to this. Okay. So just drop little seeds, little pieces of Scentsy everywhere you can. All right. So are you getting what you want out of Scentsy? That was the beginning of this question. Let's talk about PRV. Okay. What are your PRV goals? Well, I'm going to start first with a certified consultant. To stay active, you need to have $200 PRV, 200 PRV to stay active. Now, right now, Scentsy has it in place where you have 12 months to get 200 PRV. I'm just going to be honest. If your goal is 200 PRV per month, you're probably never going to make the big bucks in Scentsy. Okay. If when you reach 200, you're like, whoo, 200, I am done for the month. I mean, that's about a $35 paycheck if you're a certified consultant. So in all reality, you're not going to make the big bucks if that's where you're setting your goals. Okay. But why? Like, why would you limit yourself to 200? Okay. When I first started, look, I was just happy to be active, and I get it. But there are some people that have been in here for a long time, and we should be past being active. Like, we should be really striving to get those high PRV months. And don't limit yourself. Like, let me go back. PRV, 200 PRV for certified consultants. Once you become a lead consultant, that means you have a team under you and you're considered a leader. Then your monthly goal should be at minimum PRV of 500, because you don't get paid at title and get your bonuses if you don't have 500 PRV. Okay, when you become a leader. So if you're a lead or above, then 500 should be your absolute minimum so that you can get all that you deserve that month. Okay. But then again, why stop there? If you can get 500 a month, why can't you do 1,000? If you can do 1,000, why can't you do 2,000 and get a pay increase? Okay. Once you get 2,000 PRV per month, then you are 30% commission instead of 25% commission. Okay. So when I say set yourself a PRV goal, I'm talking about a big, scary PRV goal. Okay. Not the bare minimum. Living at the bare minimum is going to keep you at a minimum level. Okay. Set your goals higher. Okay. And that's the thing. Like if you set your goal, okay, this month I want to pay for our vacation. So I'm going to need this month to be $1,000 paycheck. Well, what am I going to have to sell? How much PRV am I going to need to have $1,000 paycheck? Okay. Set yourself a goal, guys. And whenever it gets down to it and you've got to have that money, it'll happen. But guess what? You got to do the hard things. It's not going to just happen like that. Okay. And that's one of the things. I'm probably skipping around on my notes, but I'll get back to it. None of this happens by luck. None of it. Okay. And you know, a lot of people say, oh, well, I could never be like so-and-so and have a $10,000 pay. Guess what? They started at the exact same place you did. They started at the exact same place, an essential consultant. But the difference in a $10,000 paycheck and a $35 paycheck is the work that these consultants put in. It's not luck. Okay. They didn't just get lucky win the lottery. They're working in every free moment. They're sharing, they're talking. And it's not going to happen overnight. It took me five years, I think, to reach director. So, and you know, I started off slow. Built a small little team. We started to grow. And, you know, it's not something that, you know, you can wake up one morning and say, all right, today I'm going to do that. You make the goals, you carry out the goals, and then your dreams will come true. But it's not luck. You know, so many times I hear, oh, well, she just got lucky. She got in at the right time. Those people who are getting those big paychecks, they're putting in the work. They're working, getting up early. They're staying up late. They're doing all the things that they have to do to get that. The thing about it is doing nothing is going to guarantee you that you're going to stay at the bare minimum. Okay. Doing nothing is not an option if you want to see success in this business. Okay. Doing nothing is not going to work. You have to put in the work. I skipped ahead of myself. The things that happen behind the scenes are the things that are going to produce you income. Okay. The things that you do behind the scenes when nobody's looking, and I'm talking the sample making, the conversations, the text messages that you're having between customers or potential clients or potential recruits. Those are the things that nobody sees, but those are the things that are going to get you growth in this business. Okay. You can't just sit back and say, oh, well, nobody wants to join my team. Y'all, they're not going to contact you. They are not going to contact you and say, hey, I want to join. Okay. You've got to be in their face. You've got to keep Scentsy in their mind. All right. It's showing me I have 10 more minutes. I'm going to close that out. You've got to keep Scentsy in their forefront, especially those that have shown any little bit of interest. Okay. Because chances are they're not going to, I mean, it could, I'm not saying it could never happen. Sometimes people will be like, hey, I'm looking for a side job. I'd like to do Scentsy. I mean, that's very few and far between. Okay. So you got to get out there. You got to do the late nights, the early mornings, and you've got to get uncomfortable. Do the things that scare you. Because when you do the things that scare you, it's going to make a difference. Okay. Set yourself some hard goals and push until you get them. And if you don't get it, you know yourself that you did every single thing you could to try and get it. Guess what? Start fresh the next month. Okay. My goal this month was to have a $2,000 PRV month. I'm falling short. I have 10 days left. So what did I do? I contacted people about setting up a party. I got a party going on at school. I got a 2 parties virtual. When you have goals, you do the things you have to do to meet those goals. Okay. Don't just sit back and say, oh, well, it's a J month. That's a typical slow month for Scentsy. This is normal. Okay. Don't be normal. Be abnormal. Break the mold. Do the things and push yourself. Push yourself. All right, last thing, because I'm about out of time. The most important thing out of all this, I can talk, you can watch the trainings, we can chat, we can do all of that stuff. But if you do not believe in yourself, you're not going to go anywhere. Okay. If you say to yourself, I can't do this. I'm not so-and-so. I can't do this. You have to believe in yourself first. Believe in yourself. Do the things that are hard. Get out of your comfort zone and find success in Scentsy. You can find success. All right, guys. I love y'all. I believe in you. I am here for you. Your leaders are here for you. I'm going to get off here before it cuts me off. If you are watching the replay, just comment #replay, please. And I appreciate those of you that tuned in. Thank you, Amy, Margie. I wish it had your name. Who is that? Unmute yourself and tell. Michelle. Okay. All right. And Michelle. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to stop the recording.